Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's dive into some buzz that's been swirling around the league, and it's pretty explosive. Rumors are swirling that the Chicago Bears might be making a bold move to bolster their secondary, and the name at the center of it all is Trent McDuffie from the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I know it's not every day you hear about a potential trade that could reshape a team's defense, especially one as talented as McDuffie. But insiders are whispering that the Bears are eyeing him, and for good reason. This isn't just a shot in the dark. It's a calculated move that could redefine the Bears' secondary and give them a real edge heading into the postseason. Right now, the Chiefs are sitting pretty at 10-3, and they're laser-focused on maintaining that momentum, especially with Patrick Mahomes leading the charge. The Chiefs are sitting on a cap space of around $52 million, which gives them some flexibility, but they're also aware of their needs. They've been prioritizing their offense, especially after allowing around 205 passing yards per game, something they want to improve, particularly in the wake of an aging defense and the need to keep Mahomes, Jones, and the rest of their stars healthy and firing on all cylinders. McDuffie, at just 25 years old, has been nothing short of an elite shutdown corner, boasting a PFF coverage grade of 91. 8 for his career, with 7 interceptions and a run defense grade of 85. 6, he's a true two-time Pro Bowler, and his stats for 2025 are just as impressive, 92. 4 overall PFF grade, ranking among the top cornerbacks in the league with a coverage grade of 94. 9, pass rush contribution of 88. 3, and an average of 6.5 tackles per game. His interception rate of 4 INTs, combined with 10 hurries and a 7.4% interception per target rate, make him a versatile and game-changing player. Now, why would the Chiefs consider parting ways with McDuffie? Well, it's about roster flexibility and addressing their current needs. They're looking to sell some versatility for draft picks, especially to infuse youth into their roster. After all, the Chiefs have been allowing 205 passing yards per game, and with the team's focus on Mahomes and the offense, they're looking to get some fresh legs and young talent to sustain their success. Plus, with the NFL's cap situation and their desire to maintain competitiveness, trading McDuffie for a first-round pick makes strategic sense. It's all about balancing their roster and making sure they stay ahead of the game. For the Bears, this potential acquisition could be a game-changer. Adding McDuffie to a secondary already featuring Jalen Johnson would elevate their pass defense significantly. Remember, the Bears have been dealing with issues in their passing defense, especially against deep passes. When Gordon was injured and went on IR due to Achilles issues, it left a gap that teams could exploit. McDuffie's addition would not only give them lockdown coverage, but also add a dynamic playmaker capable of shutting down the league's best receivers. His ability to reduce deep passes from around 210 yards per game to approximately 170 yards would be a massive boost, and his coverage efficiency would skyrocket, potentially improving by 24%. That's the kind of impact that can tilt the balance of a game. Imagine this. With McDuffie on the field, the Bears' defense could see an increase in their game grade, pushing towards elite levels like the 95. 8 PFF grade they posted in Week 12. That kind of defensive performance would make it far harder for opponents to generate big plays, especially against quarterbacks like Jordan Love or whoever the Packers throw out there. The Bears' pass defense would transform into a more formidable unit, capable of holding opponents to fewer yards and forcing more turnovers. That's exactly what they need if they want to climb higher in the NFC standings and set themselves up for a deep playoff run. And speaking of the playoffs, let's talk about the potential impact of this move. McDuffie's presence as a dynamic, versatile cornerback could be the difference maker in tight games. His 9.1% interception per target rate in the postseason shows he's clutch when it counts, and his ability to read plays and shut down key receivers would be invaluable. The Bears, currently sitting in a promising spot, could see their chances of winning increase significantly, by as much as 20%, according to some projections, against those high-powered offenses like the Packers or even teams like the Lions. With McDuffie on their roster, they could better contain the deep passing game that has torched them at times this season, giving their pass rush more time to get to the quarterback and forcing opponents into uncomfortable situations. Now, let's not forget that this kind of move doesn't come without its risks or questions. The Chiefs are known for being cautious with their young talent, especially one as promising as McDuffie, and they might be skeptical about giving him up for a single first-round pick, particularly considering their desire to stay competitive and their cap flexibility. But if the Bears can present a compelling offer, perhaps a first-round pick and a player or future considerations, they might sway the Chiefs, especially if they believe McDuffie could be a cornerstone of their defense for years to come. The Bears, with a cap space of around $55 million heading into the offseason, are in a position to make a splash and improve their secondary immediately. From a strategic standpoint, this move would align perfectly with the Bears' goal of building a more aggressive, shutdown defense. Adding McDuffie, along with Jalen Johnson, would give the Bears a formidable duo that could lock down opponents, top receivers, and reduce their reliance on luck or scheme adjustments. It would also allow them to be more flexible in coverage, switching between man and zone without sacrificing talent or execution. This kind of upgrade could also make their team more attractive to free agents and draft picks, signaling that they're serious about contending and not just rebuilding for the future, but competing now. Let's talk a little about the bigger picture here. The NFL is always evolving, and teams are constantly adjusting their rosters to stay ahead of the curve. The Chiefs, with their championship window still wide open, are looking to optimize their roster, especially on defense, and trading McDuffie would be a bold step in that direction. For the Bears, this could be the move that elevates their defense from average to elite, making them a more complete team capable of competing against the best in the NFC. It's the kind of move that could spark a new era for Chicago, one where their defense is no longer a liability, but a true strength that keeps them in games and wins them championships. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, the Bears' secondary would instantly become one of the most feared in the league. McDuffie's ability to shut down top receivers, combined with Johnson's coverage skills, could create a nightmare scenario for quarterbacks trying to pick apart the Bears' defense. Plus, with the draft capital gained from the trade, Chicago could focus on adding more weapons on offense or building depth elsewhere, making their team even more well-rounded. It's a win-win scenario if they pull the trigger, and it's clear that the Bears are looking to make a statement, especially in a division where every game counts and the competition is fierce. So, as we watch this story unfold, it's clear that the potential acquisition of Trent McDuffie is more than just a rumor. It could be a pivotal move for the Bears, one that helps them not only make a playoff push but also sets them up as serious contenders in the NFC. Whether this trade materializes or not, it's exciting to see the Bears making aggressive moves, showing that they're not content to sit back and wait. They want to be in the conversation, fighting for that Super Bowl ring. And with the right pieces, especially a talent like McDuffie, the sky's the limit for this team. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe McDuffie is the piece that could push this team over the top? Are you excited about the possibility of a trade that could reshape Chicago's defense and their whole season? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. We love engaging with you and hearing your predictions. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Keep the passion alive, and let's see where this story takes us. The journey to another Super Bowl run might just have a new chapter, and it's an exciting time to be a Bears fan.